Good evening, everybody. It is a Wednesday night, my friends, and I am back after taking a little bit of a night off last night, just because I ended up working late trying to get some last minute things done, last minute bug fixes done before the freeze, and after I got done, I was just like, man, I am too tired to do anything tonight. So, but I'm back, and we're going to be jumping into something new, and it's actually, interestingly enough, Shadowrun Returns is, I've actually played this game once before, and I recorded it. My intent was to record it without commentary and then go back and kind of edit it up and just sort of have a running commentary with it. And I never got around to it and ended up just deleting all that footage. So we're going to try this again, but we're going to try it in a live setting. And it's a CRPG, and I love me RPGs. I love CRPGs. I love all RPGs. I don't often stream very many CRPGs because there's usually a ton of reading, which is hence why I have my glasses on. And so a lot of the time can be spent just kind of just talking and reading out the dialogues and stuff. So also a lot of them can be pretty intimidating because you can have some really bad builds and not realize you have a really bad build until it's too late. But we'll see. I still want to play them, and I still want to go through this. But I'm going to say right up front that I'm probably not going to play the game correctly. I don't remember much of the game. So I am practically doing it again for the first time because I don't really remember my playthrough. It was several years ago. But that said, bear with me because I'm gonna have probably either a very boring build or a very bad build. It is going to be what it's going to be. And I'm definitely going to save scum. So there's that. The other thing is, too, I'm playing this on Linux, as you saw from the title. There are two versions of this game. This actually, Shadowrun, in fact, all the Shadowrun series, which is what I want to do. I want to do Shadowrun Returns, and then when we're done with that, we'll do Dragonfall, and then we'll do Hong Kong. I have all of those. There are native Linux versions of these games. However, they don't work right out of the box. It was complaining about missing some libraries. And when I went looking online to see if other people had the problem, not only did other people have the same problem, but most people just kind of gave up and just used the Windows version. And that's what I'm actually doing. I'm playing this on Linux, but I'm playing it using Proton and the Windows version, and because it just works right out of the box. So there you have it. And GOG, I'm not doing this on Steam. I'm actually doing this. This is the GOG version of the game. When you go in Heroic Launcher to launch this on Linux, it will default to the Linux version, the native Linux version. You can just select the Windows from there and then select your Proton and then run with it. So, hey, Lolly HS, welcome on in. How you doing? Hey, Kane, how you doing? So that's where we're at. But anyway, I want to get started. I'm trying to get a little bit earlier start here than usual because I want to. Let me see. Do I have the right? Whoops, that's the wrong button. Let's try this one. Okay. Hopefully that's working. Actually, you know what? I bet it's not working. Hang on 1 second. Let's get the. Yeah, it's not. I didn't test the sound beforehand, my friends. Apologies on that. I guess I'll do this one. See if that is correct. Perhaps. The other problem is I don't have a way to hear the audio natively. I can only hear it the way you guys hear it. If I do that, I imagine there is some audio here though, but let's see if I've got everything set up properly. It's been a little bit since I played on this little computer, so aha. There it is. I wonder why this doesn't stay selected when it does on other things. Anyway, now we're getting some audio. There we go. Apologies on that. Let's start. Let's do it. So, Dead Man Switch is what we're doing. In the urban sprawl of Seattle Metroplex, the search for a mysterious killer sets you on a trail that leads from the darkest slums to the city's most powerful megacorps. You will need to tread carefully, enlist the aid of other runners, and master powerful forces of technology and magic in order to emerge from the shadows of Seattle unscathed. Let me also... I'm going to change the master volume for right now because it does sound like it's a little bit low, but we'll see once we get into it. And I'm going to do just normal difficulty. I was debating doing just easy, but we'll stick to normal for right now. Okay, so let's do a check here. And let's see, we got human. I mean, I almost always do human in these games. I know that's kind of boring, but it's just kind of my draw. Troll. All humans have a +3 to karma to start the game. +1 to charisma for elves. Dwarves have a +1 to willpower. Orcs, trolls. Yeah, I'm gonna just go human. And let's see, Street Samurai, follow code Street Honor. They are learned in ways as traditional samurai warrior, and in the practice of modern combat, samurai sell their skills for profit and to work to take out dishonorable scum that see in the breed in the urban sprawl. Body and strength are quickness, close to range combat, throwing weapons, and dodge. I don't know. Mage, casting of spells, magic is the center of their life, so that's willpower and spellcasting. Deckers, use a cyber deck to jack into the matrix. So that's intelligence, decking, and expert systems. Shaman, that looks like a summoning thing. I don't usually do summoning things. Riggers use cyber tech to jack their mind into and control small robot-like vehicles called drones. Yeah. Physical adepts. Adepts are magically active characters who focus their magic internally to develop their utmost potential physically, mentally, and spiritually. They become honed physical machines using their magic to enhance their close combat abilities. I kind of like the idea of a ranged combat, which would be, I suppose, the Street Samurai, because they have throwing weapons and stuff. Which I assume applies to shotties and other guns. Key skill is chi casting on that one. I don't really want to go completely custom because I tend to get bogged down in numbers and not really know what's good or not good. So I think I'm going to try Street Samurai here. Hairstyle. Let's see. That is, oh no, this is, that's skin tone. Okay, this is hairstyle. Sure. Go. Don't need any horns or anything. I suppose that works. as a picture. Spend your karma. Karma represents the experience characters earn while running the shadows and achieving goals. Karma is used to improve attributes and skills. An attribute or skill rating can be increased by spending karma equal to the next increment of that rating. Thus, improving your body from 4 to 5 requires you to spend 5 karma points. You have some karma available now to customize your character. Okay. Now I remember this being overwhelming because there's just so much stuff in here. So, charisma, willpower, quickness, body, chance to hit in ranged combat. I kind of want that to be a thing. But we also have, underneath that, we have ranged combat. Main component, use a calculated chance to hit with ranged weapons. You got pistol, SMG, shotgun, rifle. Let's do ranged combat there. And see, the problem with specializing in anything else is I don't know what I'm going to have on me. I don't know if they'll start me with a pistol or... Like, I don't want to waste skills in it, is what I'm getting to. So kind of do the generic one for now. Do strength. It's thrown grenade, intelligence. Biotech grants a bonus to hit points recovered when using a med kit. Decking. Chance to hit enemy computer programs or deckers, increasing the skill unlocks special abilities. I kind of want to do that too. Let's see. Spellcasting, chi casting, spirit summoning. That's shaman stuff. Conjuring, conjuring spells. I don't think I need any of that. Willpower. Spellcasting. Kind of want to... I kind of want to do decking because I feel like whatever I do in RPG, I always feel like lockpicking is the most important thing for me. And so I guess to me decking is kind of the lockpicking of this world, kind of sort of. What else do we have here? Quickness. Oh, this just jumps down to the particular ones. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do a point in decking, and I'm going to do a point in biotech because I'm going to need medkits, most definitely. And we'll see how we go from here. Choose an etiquette. Etiquette is about knowing how to behave in various social situations. The right etiquette can give you an edge in certain conversations. Choose an etiquette from the list below. Choosing an etiquette does not cost karma, and each etiquette can only be chosen once. Shadowrunner, street, academic, security, corporate, gang, socialite. I mean, I could be a corpo. Could be a corpo street samurai. Or I could just be a shadow runner, I guess. You know what? Let's just throw a curveball in it and let's go security. All right. Adopt a nickname. Oh, please choose a name for your... Okay, never mind. I thought it was like... Is it going to be just a nickname or just the full name? But there you go. Down and out. Your apartment, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's got 4 walls, a roof, and isn't on fire. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but right now it's all about all you've got left. Running the shadows is all about feast or famine. One day, you're Nova Hut, working jobs that allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, well, you're here. This one's a famine for the agents. Slagging fixer hasn't called. The money's run out, and then some. Sinless and free, free to starve in the cracks of a society run by megacorps who just want your new yen. Something needs a change, and soon. Your apartment, 2054. It's 3 a.m. and you've got nowhere to go but down. Okay. Let me make sure that I understand the... I can save from here. Is there a quick save? That is the question. So we got Black Scorpion pistol. No cyberware. We also have a shoddy. It's a side one. Okay. One armor, throwing weapons. Okay. If I do F5, does that... Aha! F5 is quick save. Is F9 quick load? It is. Okay. Cool. All right. Traditional stuff. I like it. Let's zoom in a bit because it is kind of tiny. A slip of paper with your bank balance, enough to cover you through the end of the week. Your notebook, calendar, contacts, that kind of thing. View your list of contacts. This list is sad and dried up. Carter Detroit fixer, no response messages. Dowd runner dead. Felton Nash fixer missing since February. New Larry runner dead. Sam Watts runner, don't know, probably in gutter somewhere. Sangoma runner dead. Half Jack dealer retired or dead. The list goes on. All either dead ends or just plain dead. Personal calendar. It's empty. Nothing to do. All right. Is there a thing? Okay, so holding down Alt tells me all the things I can interact with. The screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Sam Watts. Hey, buddy. Hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. He giggles. He's drunk again. Or worse. Shouldn't have given you my comm code, gonk. Another giggle. Oh, don't bother with your side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for this vid. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. I probably had it coming. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business, like you, for example. So why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. I wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit a big payday and you're living high on the hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners, and some of us are me. Hey, you remember that Renraku run when things went to hell and we lost Dowd? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterward? I really had your back that night, didn't I? Dowd, that's a name you haven't heard in a long time. "3 years ago, a makeshift bar on the Seattle docks, the night Dowd went down." Let's see. All right. Sangoma is an urban shaman who proved her worth during a run against Fuchi last fall. She's the quiet type, an experienced runner. We're out in the open here, ma'am. Our fixer owes us for the run, and for Dowd, we wait. Your call. New Larry. You've been running with New Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo and a bad attitude. You knew Dowd almost as well as you did. Dowd. Never saw anybody die like that before. Idiots. He shakes his head. I hate this fragging city, man. It's wet and the rain feels like acid and I want out of here. We wait for the money. Yeah, sure, of course. I'll wait all night if I have to. I don't know, man. Sam is a good guy and can hold his own in a fight, but he's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on a run so far, but he's always but he needs watching. He shakes his head. That run went sideways 9 ways a Sunday. Now the fixer's late. The bastard better show. We need the money. I want to get paid as much as you, buddy, but we need to live long enough to actually drink the new yen we earn. Cut the dreck, Sam. We both know why Dowd went down, and it wasn't the fixer or some other paranoid chip dream of yours. Sam smiles a toothy smile. I've been waiting for this all night. Knew Larry has something he wants to say, don't you, Larry? Go ahead, spill it. You were sloppy. He laughs. Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands. They're shaking. You've been drinking, Sam? On a run? No, not a drop. Not today, not ever. Something dawns on him. He leans into new Larry, amused and dangerous. We were set up, and he knows it, don't you, Larry? What was that call you made before we hit Renraku? How come you couldn't geek that guy before he unloaded on Dowd? I've seen you fling a lightning bolt, son. He should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster. New Larry checks his watch, licks his lips, looks over your shoulder at the darkness. He's looking for someone, and it's not the fixer. Okay, I can see where this is going. You chummers are damaged. I'm out. Did you keep us here long enough, Larry? He stops and a smile slowly appears on his face. Looks that way. Sorry, man. I kind of like you. I just like money better. We've got incoming! New Larry relaxes and throws you a dreck-eating grin. Looks like my new Red Raku friends are finally here. They're going to take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. We should choose our friends more carefully, man. Buy a drink after this? You'll owe me several. All right. Into combat we go. Eventually. Turn-based combat. You're now in turn-based combat mode. Each character in your team has an action pool. Spend these actions on movement, attacks, or using spells and items. Once your team's turn is complete, the enemy team will move and attack. Additional tutorial information is available from the reference guide, which can be accessed in the upper right corner of your PDA menu. All right. They already shot Sam. So what are we going to do here? We got a shoddy, which I assume is going to work well up close here. So let's, we only have one shot though. So let's, see how new Larry likes a shoddy to the face. 12 damage. Okay. Didn't do much to him though. What else do we have? Pistol, unarmed combat. We don't have much. Don't have much at all. Alright, you got Sam here, so let's see if we can get him over here a bit and see what he can do. Ooh. It's weak to it, huh? Okay, and then I assume, yeah, so this guy's 72%. Not going to be able to do much with him. But we could take out new Larry since he's behind us. And then let's get you... No, there's not really a good spot for you, is there? Got half cover there. Let's get you at least a half cover. I knew he was going to do that. I knew that SOB was going to do that. Alright, let's go. Let's get over here. Switch to our pistol. Got a nice crit there. Alright, let's get you over here. Guy's shooting through. Oh, I was gonna say that's gotta be more than that, right? Alright, we'll get over here. 81%. Every time. Alright, I'll get you to move back up. And do we have a grenade or something? Because that would be really swell right now. Doesn't look like it. Alright, do I have a... The answer is no, I do not have a... Range is 5 on that. Is that going to be... I guess that's enough to hit them. It says 99%, so let's see. Not bad. Speaking of grenade, did they miss entirely? This is bad. They have a shaman. Are you a shaman? Yeah, you're... Oh, there's a shaman there. Okay. So... let's move back here. And... Does no one have a grenade? Guess not. Get you... I'll put you at... We'll put you here. And 78% is not great, but let's see. Yeah, it's good enough, I guess. Well, that's just not fair. Okay. Let's see how we get over there and see if we can do some damage to that mage. And then you go over here. Do you have anything? Haste Bear Totem. Heals all friends within 3 of the damage from the most recent attack. No. Okay. Yeah, I figured that would miss. Oof. 12 damage. Damn it. Alright, I do have a grenade, don't I? Okay, let's get over here. I used up all my AP for that, didn't I? Damn. Do you have something? You also have a grenade. That would have been useful earlier. Let's try this. How do I trigger that? How's that? Do I just not, I just can't do anything else? Is that what it is? If I do that, I have no idea how that works. All right. I guess you kind of end your turn when you do that. Okay. That's down. You need health big time. See if we can get you over to some cover here. Or get you over here at least. Alright, let's do healing. I guess that's what I have to do. I don't know. It seems to be active. So I don't know what else to do. With that, do I just end my turn? Let's just end my turn and see what happens, I guess. No. So what do I do? How do I tell it to do it? So I don't understand how this is supposed to work. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. Let's have you reload. There we go. I have to read up how to do that. How to cast a spell, because I'm apparently not doing it right or something. Sangoma lowers her gun, eyes Sam. You okay, Sam? Sam's breathing is heavy and he looks shaken. That was a hell of a thing. Hey, outlaw, welcome on in. How you doing? You did good. You're bowling for this gig, man. Me, not so much. Think I'm gonna hang it up, find a nice brothel somewhere, stay drunk till I croak. What about you? Me? I do this. This is the only life I know. Well, you're a dumbass, and I'll drink to you when you're dead. Ah, who am I kidding? I'm not gonna outlast you. Guess you could drink to me. I'm doing good, outlaw. I'm much more rested up than I was last night. Last night I worked. We're trying to get some last minute bug fixes in before. Well, weren't even really bug fixes. They were last minute feature requests before the code base gets frozen for the production stuff. So tomorrow, so I was up late yesterday doing that, and today, luckily, was a nice breezy day. So, and I actually got some sleep last night too, which was really good. I it's really weird. Um, like the doctors have told me that I need to like elevate my feet when I sleep at night so that the swelling goes down. And so I finally bought a pillow specifically for it, like it's a wedge pillow. And I've been trying to use that at nighttime. And the last 2 nights, I've had to stop using it. Like I start the night using it, and then I can't, for whatever reason, fall asleep with my leg in the air like that. It's just I don't know why. I guess I'm trying to use it every night for at least a little bit to try to like get used to it. But yeah, like after an hour or two, it's like I have to kick it aside and just and then I can finally like fully go to sleep. Like I'll sleep a little bit, but then I'll keep waking up, kind of a thing. It's just weird. I don't know. I don't know why I have such a weird reaction to just simple things, but hopefully I can get to a point where I can actually use that all night long and not have to and actually get a good sleep from it. Um, you stare at Sam's face on your comm link. Shake off the memory. Focus. I had your back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name is at the top of that list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. So I set up a dead man's switch to send you this call. I got 100,000 yen insurance policy, payable when you find who creased me. Alive with a conviction or in a body bag with justification. Either works. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain when the job is done. They'll know what to do. He turns to his left. Jet? The camera swivels to show a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Rogers, Mangert, and McCain has installed a secure dedicated phone line, so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions from comlinks or other devices. The camera swivels back to Sam. Sam straightens up, talks seriously, first time. Look, ma'am, I've led a direct life, and I probably left a direct corpse. I've hurt people, hurt myself. I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? Um, I'll get to the bottom of this. Someone will pay. Hope you just said yes. I've got a locator chip slotted in my head these days. When my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. See you on the slab. Guess I'm heading back to Seattle. Is the pillow for sleep? It's yeah, it's not it's like a wedge shaped pillow so you can kind of put your legs up and it keeps your legs up in the air. Um so you can use it, you don't have to use it for sleeping, but you can use it like if you're just like sitting down on the couch or something, and just kind of lets you elevate your legs. But I'm trying to use it for sleeping because they kept telling me that, with the swelling that I have, when you sleep at night, try to elevate your legs. And I've tried using just regular pillows, but they cause me too much pain. And this one at least doesn't cause me pain, but it feels weird. And so I kind of like wake up occasionally from it. It's a strange, it's just strange. So I'm hoping I can kind of get used to it and use it, because it would be really nice to wake up without, with my ankles not being so swollen and all that stuff. And it's really just the one ankle that's like constantly swollen. My legs usually, the swelling and that goes down, but my ankles usually up pretty good when I wake up anymore. Um, so I just want to like see if I can maybe have that work for that. But we'll see. We'll see. You use it to watch TV on your back. Yeah, I imagine you could use it on your back too because it's kind of angled just right to be able to do that. Yeah, yeah. Um, the dead man's switch. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped back seat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for yen, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watt's body has ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and bleach. Ask the coroner about Sam Watts. I'm in the back. The smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty, fake fresh of industrial-grade antiseptic. Dresden. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, I love my job, a little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour, and some asshole at Clover took my receptionist. What can I do for you, ma'am? Are you the coroner? I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner too. And you are? Ma'am, I'm here about Sam Watts. His grin fades. And what makes you think I know anything about that? Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here. I see. Well, you're right. He's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it yet, what with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. So who told you he was dead? Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch. The dwarf raises his eyebrows, a smile wiping the suspicion from his face. A dead man's switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Emerald City Ripper? He sighs. Not my title. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. But this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. So what prize did the Ripper take from Sam? Watts's liver was cleanly cut out. How about the other lucky contestants? The first victim's heart was missing. The third had the spleen removed. Dresden, get out here! Alright, let's see what's going on here. Can I, basic med kit. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet, his face an ashen white, for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest there's a small pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him, and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Look at the handwritten note. You can only see a part of the note, given the torn-off bits and bloodstains. Sam, I feel terrible that we have been long To say I'm sorry. See you there. Love, Jessica. Oh, we got Jessica Rabbit going on here. Look at the purple shirt. It's Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing and blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Yum. Look at the business card. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called the Seamstresses Union. There's something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible. Now, I'm guessing the Seamstresses Union is a gentleman's club, probably. Look at the cred stick. It's a standard, cheap, unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. We'll take it. You slot the cred stick into your PDA. 300 yen is added to your account. Put that in the evidence bag. All right, what's going on here? McCluskey. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of Central Casting. If you ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow, you can smell this cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this new Ripper, Vic Watts. Name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? The coroner frowns. So you insisted at the time. He chortles. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. This Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. Has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy, too. So, I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon? Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You're no damn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You note his superhuman powers of observation. Who the hell are you? Strength 4, none of your business, Lumpy? I'm the nobody who didn't hear nothing. That's right. If you ever do hear something, I'll knock it right out of your head. He looks back at the dwarf. Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. I feel like I should have just fought him, but I get the feeling this early on it would have been pretty bad. Dresden looks amused. Do you always make friends that easily? I'm great at dinner parties, too. He cocks his head to one side. Be straight with me. You really going to work for the dead man? Sam was there when I needed him. I'm going to return the favor. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 yen a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. Dresden pauses, considering. You have my honor. You have honor, after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do to help you? On the take, who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but someone with some major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. What are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of yen, but individual organs? Not worth as much anymore. But with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days, organ grinders only deals in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky, though, and they don't care where the bodies come from either. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession uses them that much anymore. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. Have you heard of the Seamstresses Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens that attracts lowlifes. You'd probably like it. Me, I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here. Plus the dead are just easier to get along with. Fair. I need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Dresden looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful. Okay then. I'll go do that. The cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. Open a drawer. The cold storage drawer opens to reveal the fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest. In addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen, the body seems to be in very good condition. Whoa, easy there. Okay, he's not quite dead either. In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. Sorry, I didn't expect you to be so alive. Yeah, Dresden thinks it's pretty funny. You're not the first person he's pulled this one on. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I noticed you hadn't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? Latest Ripper victim. Do you know him? Sam, eh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then over at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble over something or other, though. Jake yells towards the other side of the room. John, is this lady cool? Yeah, she's on the level. Working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man's switch. I thought you could help her out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses. Might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell beyond those shades. All right, then. The name's Jake, and you are? Still waiting for the ending of your story. Call me ma'am. Nice to meet you. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the murder. Poor guy. He was hanging out at the Seamstresses Union that night, tripped out and rowdy. I'd been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, and so I did. But out in the alley, some gangers got the jump on me. He winces. Damn, maybe I need some soy calf after all. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. Now what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat corp bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Jake smiles, and you get the impression that didn't work out so well for the gangers. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him, till he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last stay in this place. You've done this before? It's a long story. I end up in the morgue more often than the average guy. Yeah, Jake here's a regular. Should have started a rewards card, Jake. A few more visits and you get a free night stay. Jake laughs. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union, missing liver and all. Tell you what, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners out there. Their leader's got the whole gang searching the barrens for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night, trust me. Jake eyes you up and down. And maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? I do like a bit of street justice every now and then. All right, Jake, count me in. Great. I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers, but this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made it to this morgue in one piece without packing some heat. He yells over his shoulder. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in a dumpster tomorrow. So, you need a weapon? I like to keep my distance. Got a rifle? You don't like library windows, do you? Never mind. Here's a rifle you can borrow. So ready for an evening out in the town? Um, yeah, I'm ready. I'll follow your lead. The Halloweeners ain't looking for you yet. You can leave whenever you're ready. Okay. I wanted to look around though, real fast. Maybe get some meds. Basic trauma kit. Basic med kit. All right. Well, that's good. We got something going on there. Let's do a little quick save. I need to remember it's a CRPG. We gotta save often. We gotta save often. The Redmond Barrens. Run in the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. It doesn't matter your business, the Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog eat dog slum, and a dash of tourist trap, and you've got a recipe for mean as hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jake stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tell him he's home. My stash is just around the corner in the alley. All right, well, here's the organ grinders. So, what do we got down here? Nothing yet. A guy down here. Does a bus stop here? Oh, hello. Hello, lady. Yeah. Looking for a date, honey? I guess that's the alley there. What is this guy down here? Vlad? Can I talk to Vlad? As you approach, the man sizes you up. You can see the age-old fight-or-flight equation running behind his drug-clouded eyes. Beneath the track marks on his arms, you spot a set of tattoos that indicate he is, or at least once was, a shaman. Hey man, you okay? Yes. No. Yes. No. I saw something. It's going to kill me. Calm down. What's your name? My name is Vlad. Vlad, those are some nice tattoos. Are you a shaman? The word shaman strikes a chord. He seems to shake off some of the mental cobwebs. Yes, yes, I am a shaman. I thought so, Vlad. What did you see? See? Yes, I saw something. The other night I saw the spirit, so dark, so alien, that... Vlad trails off and shudders. Where did you see the spirit? Just across the street from the Seamstresses Union. It's gone now, Vlad. It's not going to kill you. You're safe. Thank you. I think you're right. I feel better now. More whole. Now, I think I need some sleep. Okay, Vlad. I was going to go all Transylvania on there, but, I mean, let's face it. This is about as good as it's going to get for the voices. we can't really expect much beyond the same voice for everybody. Don't go to the market. That's what that guy just said. Sarah? Her clothes may be dirty, but this woman is far from downtrodden. Hey! Not that it's my business, but I wouldn't go that way. Why? What's going on? Just some Halloweeners stirring up trouble again. She points to the south. They rode in this morning on those fancy bikes, set up camp in the old street market. They've been marching up and down the street all day, shaking down anyone that wanders past. Typical. Well, odds are these are the guys we're after. Um, Sounds like a friendly bunch. Are you going to be safe out here? She laughs. You think I'm dumb enough to get caught out in the open by one of those assholes? Nah, I know these streets like the back of my hand. Worry about your own skin. Um, well, they're going to be in for a rude surprise. You might want to clear out before the shooting starts. She looks you over, then nods. Don't need to worry about me. I know how to lay low. They're a tough bunch, though. Didn't say I don't warn you. Or don't say I didn't warn you. One of those is correct. I'll let you guys decide which one. Let's go grab this. Hidden in the garbage-strewn alley is a high-tech safe with a mag card reader on the front. Open a safe with Jake's mag card. With a smooth hiss, the safe opens to reveal a collection of gear that is a perfect match for your skills. You take the gear. Well, that's convenient. Oh, crap. And immediately we're getting rolled on here. Okay, I didn't even get a chance to like equip anything, so this is going to be fun times. Do I concussion grenade? Well, I mean, I can at least shoot this guy in the face. All right, Jake, what can you do for me? Besides, be a State Farm representative. Okay. So, welcome to the Barrens. I guess I'll need to find a new spot to hide my gear. Good dead drops are so hard to keep. He chuckles. Well, at least they were too dumb to break my mag lock. Now that you got some gear, let's go deal with those Halloweeners. Also, I'm going to turn up the music is really good, and I hate to have it be to a point where you can't hear it. So I'm just going to crank the master volume all the way up here because I don't think it's that loud to begin with. So it's good. Also, I got to save again. Should have saved beforehand. Now where's our inventory? First of all, I got 2 karma to spend. What do I want to spend it on? Well, I've got, let me look at my inventory first. So I've got a AK-97. And that's it. And some grenades. So this is a assault rifle. So let's, for the sake of argument, let's put a point in rifle here. Will it let me do that? Spend karma. Here we go. Yeah. Let's put a point in rifle. And I'm not really going to do close combat. I mean, this is going to be melee weapons, right? Yeah. Not really my thing. Drone control, spell casting. So I have like 2 willpower. Does it make sense to put anything into spell casting? Maybe charisma used by shaman. Yeah, I'm not really a shaman. Spirit summoning. What I'll do is let's do rifle and pistol because I imagine those will probably be the 2 things I rock up in here. So we'll do that. then, is there anything else in my inventory? I don't have a whole lot in my inventory, do I? Okay. Let's do a proper full save. Okay. That's good for now. Commerce is like a weed, taking root in the cracks and crevices of the world whenever it can. A small street market has flourished here amidst the crumbling buildings of Redmond Barrens. Oh, we got a thug over here. The thug attempts to use his bulk and hideous breath to intimidate the shopkeeper. The old woman is holding firm, but you can see the thug's patience fading fast. It looks like he's about to start breaking things. Eh? Who the hell are you? Hey, punk, I got a better idea. Hand over today's take and I'll let you leave alive. Hey, now, let's not get all nuclear here, chummer. I'm sure we can work something out. He slowly reaches into his pocket and holds out a bundle of yen. His hand is visibly trembling. Like I need your scratch. Give it to the woman. He looks at the woman, then back at you again. Tossing the yen to the ground, he sheepishly turns to leave the scene. I just bullied a bully. How about that? Well, damn. I wish there were more people like you around here. I've never seen anyone stand up to those thugs without getting beaten bloody. Just trying to help out. And I got a karma point for it. Alright. Well, here we go. Halloweener Sentry. Hey, asswipes, take another step forward and we're going to paint you right here. This is the Halloweener property now. This is one of the two that got away. If I hadn't missed my shot, these idiots would have given up and moved on by now. Wait a minute. You're rolling with Jake? Bad idea, chummer. The Halloweeners are collecting that bounty and killing you. Well, that'll be a nice bonus. If you live to collect it. Ooh, you son of a bitch. Shooting me before I'm ready. Alright, boy, all the cover is terrible around here. If I come over here. Alright. I don't think he can see him. It's not really going to help too much. Do you have anything? Oh, that's what I wanted to know is how do I actually cast these? A line of fire controlled by the caster and directed at one target. How do I do this? I see stuff on the ground there, but I don't know how to... Okay. Jesus. Alright, so if I take a frag grenade here and I'll toss it this way. Not bad. Let's do a what is your health? You're actually not too bad. All right, let's shoot. You're dead, Jake, dead. Okay, this guy, John Paul. You got the freaking Pope coming out here? What the hell? All right. Can I? Yeah, I guess I can just shoot him. Ooh, a nice crit there. A nice crit. Wow, Uncle, Uncle, I was just playing with you. I'll call off the rest of Halloweeners, Jake. Call it even, yeah? What do you think, Jake? He smirks. Hey, I'm already at shoot on sight stats with these guys. Killing John Paul means one less wiener to shoot me in the back while I'm buying smokes. Hell, they'll be doing the same to you as soon as there's profit in it. You're right. Let's finish this. Oh, and he missed. He whiffed. There we go. All right. Not too shabby. Let's do a little quick save. See, you know what the hardest part? Like, as I said when I started, I love these games. Doing all the reading is difficult, and it's not just difficult because it's you're doing reading. It's also difficult because I don't remember what voices I gave characters. Even though my voices all are pretty much mashed together, I don't remember what I actually did for them. So when characters, like, even over like just a span of 10 minutes, I might end up using the wrong voice for somebody because I just don't remember and I don't keep track of it. Which is the part that kind of sucks, right? Because, you know, I suppose, that's the one thing that always kind of has fascinated me about like voice actors and stuff is how do they remember? I mean, I guess, yeah, technically it's their job to remember, but like, I mean, it's one thing to learn your lines and stuff. And when you're doing TV, it's kind of really crazy how fast you have to learn lines. But like, how do they remember what, like, if you're doing a voice acting gig, like, how do they remember what voice they gave um, characters? Because I remember they were interviewing Mark Hamill um, about, because he does, from Batman the Animated Series, he did Joker, probably the most famous Joker. And um, he tells a story of like he went to he did the rehearsal, or not rehearsal, he did the interview, whatever they call it, um they have a name for it, the audition. He did the audition and he had this whole voice picked out for Joker. He got the part, and then when he was going to work to do his first recording session, he was in the car driving, and he was trying to do the voice to himself. He was trying to remember what voice he did. He just kept going with all these different voices, trying to remember what one landed him the job in the first place. So I'm impressed by how they manage to remember that stuff. I mean, I guess they always base their voices off of things that they've known or they've heard in the past. Um, Whereas I'm just kind of randomly throwing stuff out there. Oh, there's the Seamstresses Union. Okay. Let's talk to Bobby. Hey, chumma. Got some tasty morsels for you. Just what every well-dressed Shadowrunner should have in her back pocket. Let me see what you have. He's the best Joker. I agree. I very much agree. Um, Nitro Kamikaze. Combat stim that increases body strength and willpower for 5 rounds. Nitro strength and willpower +2 and charisma intelligence -2 for 5 rounds. Um, hmm. I mean, I guess we could. We got some scratch, so why not? We'll give them to Jake here. Okay. So we'll head down here to the objective marker. Let me see if there's anybody. Yeah, I wanted to see if there's anybody I could talk to before I go down there. Did I talk to this guy? Dan the Donut Man. No, I don't think I talked to this guy. The smell of fried food, powdered sugar, and slightly burned soy calf is almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage stench of Redmond streets. The troll working the stand is covered in food stains older than he is. What can I get you, chumma? Did you see the murder in the alley across the way? Nope, I was closed when it happened, but hey, it's the Barons. A back alley killing's nothing new around here. The only reason the cops are making a big deal about this Ripper business is that some of the victims are real people, folks with sins. What can you tell me about the Barons? The Barons? Hell, if you have to ask, you probably shouldn't be out here. This stretch we're on is called Tourstville, though, and I suppose it's the closest thing around here to respectable. Fewer muggins, and you might even survive drinking the water if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it, though. He scratches his armpit. Now, behind me, that's the Seamstresses Union. You want drinks, drugs, favors, or information around here, the Union's your spot. Hell, that place is the reason I'm in business. Folks get the munchies when they party. Miss Kubota owns the joint, and she's quality. A hard woman, but fair. All right, well, I'll take a jelly donut and a soy calf. Enjoy. See you around. All right, how about you? Sally. The dwarf merchant is packing up her stand for the night. I'm closed. Come back tomorrow. Got a great view of that alley across the street. Don't suppose you saw the murder that happened there. She grunts. Sure, I was closing up when I heard a series of explosions from behind the Union. A couple seconds later, this guy comes out, runs across the street. Didn't get a good look at him, and all the lights in the alley exploded all of a sudden. Things got pretty quiet after that. And let me guess, you didn't go running over to see if the guy was okay. Hell no. Around here, that kind of thing gets you killed. Well, thank you for your time. Uh-huh, no problem. All right. So we got the cops over here too, don't we? Oh, yeah, the body's there, so I guess I can't go through the police tape without getting an earful here. As you approach the scene of Sam's murder, Jake spies the flashing red and blue lights up ahead. Whoa, hold it a minute. Lone Star is above collecting on a corp-issued bounty, and the one on my head isn't going away anytime soon. He sighs. Sorry, friend. I think this is where our paths diverge. Thanks again for the help with those Halloweeners. Here's your payment. They don't take me in where I'm going, and you look like you could use the funds. Likewise, Jake, give me a call when you're in the clear. Yeah, sure. He starts to leave, then tilts his head back. Hey, one more thing. When you're done checking out your pal's crime scene, pop into the Seamsters Union. It's just down the street. You need gear, information, or just a damn stiff drink. That's the place to be. Best dive on this side of Chicago. I used that place as a base of operations for years back in the day. Make the right friends there, and I'm sure you'll get to the bottom of this Ripper business. Well, nice knowing you. Jake turns and disappears in the shadowy depths of the Redmond Barrens. Alright, let's see what we got here. William. Actually, I can't talk to anybody. Oh, here we go. The bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes to the white chalk outline and dark red stain marking the slab of pavement where Sam Watts died. Standing at the entrance to the alley is a Lone Star officer. The cop looks cold, hungry, and irritated at the homeless man who's currently pestering him. I keep telling you, you need to get my stuff from the alley or I'm going to die in the cold tonight. The officer sighs. And I have been trying to explain to you that this is an official Lone Star investigation and I can't let anyone in there. Hey, I got rights. Look, you sinless garbage, I've got a job to do. Find a new blanket or I'll find a reason to use my stun baton. Typical. I hate all you pigs. He looks in your direction. Now what? Long night, eh? You looked cold, so I picked up a donut and some soy cow for you. Hey, thanks. The officer's face lights up as he takes a sip. He seems pretty trusting for an officer of the law. You know, when my dad was a cop, this was back when cops actually worked for the government, he said folks would buy him a coffee all the time, but I ain't seen it till now. So what can I do for you? Um, hmm. I don't know which one to pick here. And I didn't say before I went into this. So I'm actually working for a dead man to help find his killer. Can I come into the alley and look around a bit? Or my pleasure, I'm here from Internal Affairs to review the forensics guy's work to find anything they might have missed. I guess I could pass myself off as Internal Affairs, but I doubt it's going to work. But we can try it. Sure, dig in. I certainly wouldn't mind those guys getting taken down a peg or two. Man, do they put on airs, if you know what I mean. Okay, that worked. Amidst the shards of glass from the broken lights, you find a small piece of glass that looks like the bottom of a test tube. Okay. This looks like the coat and blanket that the old man was trying to get back. Examine the area for evidence. As you shuffle the bundle of cloth aside, a printed receipt falls out from beneath the folds of the blanket. It's a bar tab receipt from the Seamsters Union, dated 2 days ago at 3:02 a.m., right around the coroner's reported time of death. The customer, Sam Watts. The server's name is listed as Coyote. Pick up the coat and blankets. Let's see what we got here. This work light is new. You can see that all the alley's normal lights have been ruined. Upon closer inspection, it seems that they've all been imploded, as if some force shattered them all at the same time. There are two distinct sets of footprints, a human's, ending at the chalk outline, and a larger set, possibly orc or troll, following just behind the rest. Okay. The streets have not been kind to this man, but they've also hardened him. This man is clearly a survivor, though one wrestling with the onset of age and arthritis. Yo, I saw you over there with that rat bastard cop. What do you want? I think this coat and these blankets belong to you. My stuff! Mighty decent of you. Don't see that kind of thing too often out here. Know anything about the murder that took place here? He squints at you, suspicious. You a copper or working for some corp? Um, Nope, I'm as sinless as you. Mind answering a few questions? Hey, what makes you think I'm sinless? Ha, just messing with you. Of course I'm sinless. System my ID number my ass. What kind of questions you got? Did you see the murder? Nope. I can't say that I'm sorry I missed it. I was hauling crates for Mrs. James up at the market. Can't carry as many as I used to, so it took a while. Got back here in time to see a couple of tourists puking all over my home turf. By then, that jerk-face in the uniform had already set up shop in my alley. What else did you see that night? Well, earlier tonight I saw a big and ugly troll in green hospital scrubs snooping around the block. He bought some donuts and 2 cups of soy calf off of Dad over there. Seemed nervous, and he did everything with his left hand because his right was all screwed up with some cyberware. Can you tell me more about the troll cyberware? Well, it was big, and I think it must have had some hospital attachments because I saw some needles. It was a lot like the one I saw back in 44 when I got captured by elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me, let me tell you. Never trusted one of them cyber people. That's all I need to know, thanks. See you around. All right. Quite helpful. Quite helpful. Let's see. Well, I guess we gotta go to the Seamstresses Union. I'm mesmerized by these pieces of paper that keep appearing and disappearing. They're over here too. I don't know. I keep thinking that means something, but I can't interact with it, so I don't know. Let's do a quick save. Yep, travel. I guess it'll autosave because of travel. The Seamstresses Union. Relative to the heart of the Barrens, Torsville is a neon-clothed oasis. At its heart is the Seamstresses Union, housed in an old brownstone building on the corner of illegal and opportunity. Bums huddle together, gangers strut the streets, and the occasional salaryman comes slumming. The Union building has been retrofitted, rebuilt, and restored so many times it's like an aging starlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. The wild ivy growing out of the gutters adds to this effect. As you enter, the murmur of hushed conversation washes over you. The dive bar denizens raise their heads, take your measure, and then go back to their business. This is the kind of place where everyone knows your name, but keeps to themselves. Find and question Coyote. Also, got some pinball back there too. There's Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb is saving money on clothes, it looks like. Holy crap. A couple napkins. The bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize save me and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. And not just the monetary type, I'm sure. Hey there, haven't seen you in here before. What can I get you? Something dirty in a clean glass. I found a bar tab with Coyote's name on it. She here? She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Business, huh? Is she a shaman with a name like Coyote? She laughs. No, she shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. Her face falls. She's been missing since yesterday. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm. Hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Jerry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The Ripper's out there, and he's real. The last killing happened just down the block. Now Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a freaking D from UW in neuroprosthetics studying over Ogermans. And now I'm paying for it. Bartending, tips. There are faster ways for a Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. So what do you want from me? I want what you want. A better life. A better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard all this before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood. Cherry Bomb's pretty face is hard, armored in lipstick and low expectations. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Telestrian give a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. I've got a family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I'd choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now, Buzz, I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. Sorry, I got interrupted. Sorry you had to go through that. Sounds like you've got big plans for yourself. Her pretty eyes soften. Yeah, I do. Can't stay here forever. You've got a look that says you're not just here for the entertainment. Are you a badge? Nope. I didn't think so. You look like a runner to me. We're trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I could help you with? I have a few questions. Ask away. You ever hear the name Sam Watts? She nods. Sam was a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, he went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Did you see Sam on the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Tell me about this place. Some come here for booze, some for companionship. Others are looking for something they can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral, and it can be bought, sold, rented, or consumed, you can probably find it here. The union seems to attract people like you. So who runs this place? I want to talk to them. That'd be Mrs. Kubota. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Thanks for the intel. I appreciate the help. Gutter punks have to stick together. Alright. So... got Eric Mersman. This guy, that's not how Coyote does it. Hey, lady. I got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. You want first dibs? I'll take a look. Alley Punk, 4 armor. Dressed 1 step above a street ganger, grants 3 hit points. Secure ninja clothing, 3 armor. Adept ninja outfit that gains the wearer dodge +1. Oh yeah, the tie-dye shirt, 3 armor. Great. Intelligence +1. Or not tie-dye. Did I say tie-dye? No, Hawaiian shirt. Not tie-dye. Thaumaturgic armor. Traditional mage look. Secure rigor clothing. How much money? I got 1,200 new yen. Let's get dodge +1. I mean, armor 4 would be good. Get 3 HP out of it, but let's do this one. Let's do that one. And confirm that. And yeah, let's put that on. Very nice. So how are we looking in that department? Um, didn't I have a thing here that showed me all my stats? I got 2 action pool, 40 hit points. Oh, here we go. 3 armor. Okay. I think I would like to get more action pool if I can. So how do we do that? For every point of body, hit points increase by 10. Okay. Um, chance to hit in range combat. Reduce the chance to be hit by enemy physical attacks. I kind of like that. Range combat. Chance to be hit with melee or throwing weapons also determines how far a grenade can be thrown. Yeah. Magical attacks, charisma. Increase the chance to be hit with conjuring spells. Unlocks etiquettes that affect conversations. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. I think I want. I want quickness. Um. Um. And I guess we'll bump up our ranged combat for now. Okay. Which gives me another weapon slot, which is kind of nice. Okay. Let's quick save again and move over this way. Just a clue. The Wyvern's Tooth Ale. Gin Parks. The Asian woman's expression reads open for business, but her demeanor reads dealer rather than companion. She has a jack on her neck, a gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you know your way around. Need something? Weapons? Matrix tech? Show me what you got. Low grade pistol. 6 damage. Got an SMG. Good old machete. Good old machete. Baseball bat. Smoker. Grenades. Drone repair kit. Let's get a pistola and yeah, I'm not a big fan of shotties. I kind of want the SMG. It's medium range. So the pistol's also medium range, huh? This is the shotgun is just up close. But it's got 6 area of effect damage. Yeah, I'm not a big shoddy guy, but it would make sense to do it. Have a variety of things. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, weapons. Oh, it automatically equipped them. Okay. Confirm there. And wasn't there someone else over here? No, I guess not. Okay. Mr. Clue. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Welcome. Welcome. Please behave yourself. Will do. You get trouble in here often? Nothing a stern look can't usually solve. You have business here? Looking into the death of Sam Watts. Heard about that. Real shame what happened to him. There's a sharpness in Clue's eyes, the look of a man who has seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. You ever have to toss Sam out on his ass? Not so much toss as nudge on his way. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually? What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated. Didn't catch the specifics. Might have been over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. Well, thanks for the info. No problem. Johnny Clean. The man is dressed like a janitor, but is wearing unusually clean overalls. He's tall, rail thin, and has a cunning look in his eye that says he's more than just a maintenance man. Howdy. Name's Johnny Clean. You know? Yeah, first time. Just getting a look at the place. Well, enjoy yourself. This looks like your type of place, so I'm just sweeping up a bit. Okay. We got a dancer over there. There's Mrs. Kabuta. And Noog. Covered in glowing magical talismans and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once, but with entities you can neither see nor hear. I told you, it's not like that at all. Bring me proof and you shall have it. I am honored, Your Majesty. That was why I said to use mustard instead of catsup. Forgive me, Jean. I was a fool, or Jean, whatever. He looks you in the eye, his other conversations on hold. You may peruse my magical wares and see their glory. Sure, but I don't think I can use them. Powerbolt, heal wounds. Yeah, spellcasting, all that stuff. Okay. Alright, let's talk to Mrs. Kubota. Mrs. Kubota watches you cross the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house, mess with it at your peril," but her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. Konbanwa, good evening. Konbanwa, good evening. Are you enjoying the seamstresses' union? There should be plenty for a woman like you to enjoy. She eyes you closely. Or is this business? Business. I suspected as much when you walked in, Ome. What business do you have with me? I'm looking for information. She eyes you suspiciously. Of course you are. Knowledge is power, ne? So I've been told. So ka. And why should I help you? Sam Watts. I'm looking for his killer. Her face brightens, amused. Ah, so you are the little insurance policy he would go on about when he was drunk. His avenging angel who would strike back for him from beyond the grave. What do you want to know? How well did you know Sam? I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here. Whenever he could beg or borrow enough nuyen to become altered in some way, drugs, chips, alcohol, it didn't matter to Sam as long as he was bent. He was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. Did you see Sam on the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated, as he often was. Coyote was working bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Clue, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort him out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them. So why is this place called the Seamstresses Union? During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupation, so they entered them all as seamstresses. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses Union, so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly there, and thus a rich tradition was born. So you're a former seamstress? No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Her face darkens. Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She's a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. If she's dangerous, why fear for her? Please, if you are what I think you are, you know, there's always someone more dangerous. Her room is upstairs. If you're looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now and cannot be reached on her comm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here's the key. All right. There's a mid-grade security panel attached to the nearby door. It is set to require a password for entry. I need decking 2, huh? I wonder if I can get decking 2. Now, do I have any karma? I do not. I do not have any karma. Interesting suite. You know what's funny? I don't usually have this problem, but I have the audio all the way up, and it's still pretty low, which is very interesting. I wonder if, 1 second here. Let's see if I can Oh, that's because that 40%. That's why. That's a little bit better. Okay. I usually have the opposite problem where I can't. I can't. It's too loud. Looks like Coyote keeps her clothes and boxes on the floor. Mm-mm. The stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. The frame painting of the Chicago skyline done in stylized silhouette. Coyote's bed has a diary with several papers sticking out of it. Open a diary to the first paper. There's a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. Read the diary entry. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco, but this Cutter dreck keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make it's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstresses Union, but he still goes on these runs. With these bozos all over my floor, I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? Hey, Tech, welcome on in. It's going well. How you doing? As soon as the last Cutter was at the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled Drek like that again, that he would be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year and got my bartending license, got this apartment, and this life. I know he cares about me and he loves me, more than his involvement with the Cutters. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together, slice out the fear that comes along with it. So what's the receipt? A receipt for a Browning Max Power pistol from Gin Park downstairs with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. Okay, flip to a different page. Open a diary to the second paper. The paper has a hand-drawn poem on it and a diary entry. All right, read the poem. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. They didn't bother to write out the poem. Okay. Read the diary entry. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco. Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the Cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject in conversation completely, but I have felt better without our constant arguing about it. The last 2 nights, I've come home from work to Paco waiting up for me, slouching on the old dumpster couch, with a novel 4 inches from his face. Imagine as I turn the key in the door, he perks up and makes himself look especially studious for when I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me, but I love this little act. Okay. Third paper. There's a receipt and an old photograph stuck between the pages. Look at the picture. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she is smiling. The back of the photograph has "Shadow" scrolled on it. Inspect the receipts. A COD receipt for a special order: 5 pounds of zebra meat from Maury's Meat Emporium, located near Pike Place Market. She's got exotic tastes. Fourth paper. A receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door, set to a combination of 342436. Where do I find these games? Never hear of most of them. Oh, this is actually a classic. I got this on GOG. The Shadowrun series. These are all CRPGs. Back from, I think this one was 2013. So you got Shadowrun Returns, you've got Shadowrun Dragonfall, and you've got Shadowrun Hong Kong. And they're all relatively cheap, I mean, nowadays. But they're they're classics. They all take place in the. So Shadowrun is I believe it's a tabletop RPG at some point. Um, I think it's one of the D20 kind of spin-offs. Like a D&D kind of thing. It's got a whole world and environment and stuff. And there was an SNES and Genesis game called Shadowrun. That was very different from this. It wasn't like the turn-based combat like this is. Or was it turn-based? No, I think it was above. Um, and yeah, no, this stuff is actually like this is there's a lot of these old classic games that I either never played or I played but never finished or whatever. That I've been trying to get back to at some point. Like this and eventually like Neverwinter Nights and the old Baldur's Gates. Eventually Baldur's Gate 3 at some point. But yeah, the problem with these is it's a lot of reading. And so most of the time is spent just kind of reading through stuff, and there's not a whole lot of voice acting. I don't think this game has actually any voice acting in it. So good night, Nine Dark. Um, so um, you know, stuff like that. But it's good stuff. I mean, it's not action or anything like that. It's very classic computer RPG stuff, turn-based combat and all that. Um, I was debating. I've never played Planescape Torment, which is another game in this breed of games. And I was debating doing that at some point. The only problem with Planescape is that it's very grim dark, like the art style and stuff. And after a while, I get kind of tired of seeing like grim dark stuff. So I kind of have to be in the right mood for some of those. But yeah. So that's the wall safe combination. And then fourth paper. Oh, that is the fourth paper. Okay. So 342, 436. I think it keeps track of that. So the wall safe is over here, maybe? Let's see. Broken mirror was hiding a small safe. I input the code found in Coyote's diary. There you go. The safe beeps cheerfully in response, and the door comes open. I just find and play odd stuff as well. I mean, sure, yeah. I have some strange tastes sometimes. I mean, I do like RPGs in general, and these are all RPGs at some level. I got a frag grenade. All right, send that to my stash. Huh. She kept the frag grenade in there. All right, let's see our computer here. Coyote's computer is ancient, probably fished out of a junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust-caked fans to spin up, only to display on-screen password. Without the password, the only other button on screen is password recovery option. Well, I guess password recovery. Please answer 3 security questions to reset password. Your first childhood pet. Well, Shadow was that picture that we saw, but I thought it was describing a person, not an animal. But I guess I could try that. Shadow. Answer stored. Your favorite musical act. We'll leave the computer. I don't know if there's anything around here that indicates the musical act she likes. I mean, there's action movies and cigarette butts. Chicago. I mean, maybe something to deal with Chicago there. Can I save before I do that? Yeah, let's save again. What is the name of your hometown? Chicago? Your security answers were incorrect. Damn it. Shadow. Concrete Dreams, Chicago. It's the second question I'm not sure about. I'm actually not really sure about the first question either, but Oh, there we go. Starfire was the answer to the second question. Your password has been reset to NQP. Okay. For security, never write down your password logging you in. All right. The computer has a basic list of applications. Calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market, due in 30 minutes. Contacts. Coyote's contact list has exactly one entry, someone named Paco. There's no comlink number or other contact information for him available. This does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. History. A quick scan of her recent searches shows that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. Okay. So we gotta go Pike Place Market, I'm guessing. Also, is there a way into this other room here? Huh. I don't have any more karma to spend. Oh, do I? Oh, I do have some karma to spend. Let's get our decking up so we can see if we can get in this place. There we go. Hack the panel. All right, let's save this. Yeah, I got a giant stuffed teddy bear in there. Stuffed bear seems to be hiding something. Ooh, some nitro. Send this to my stash. Huh, nothing else, huh? I mean, I guess that's something. I want to get in this room with the neon lasso on the wall. Okay. So, what did it say to do? Speak with Miss Kubota. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. How can I help you? Do you know Paco? He's a ganger, a member of the Cutters. He's a good kid in a nasty line of work. I warned Coyote against getting too attached to that type, but they don't live long. Did you know Jin Park sold Coyote a gun recently? I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers could deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun just to take trash out to the dumpster. Have you heard of Maury's Meat Emporium? Her face twists in disgust. No, I'm a vegetarian. Coyote has a date with Paco at Pike Place Market in the next half hour. If you won't go down there, it might bring me peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. It should be able to get you there in time. Ganbate kudase. Good luck. Okay. So out we go. I don't know what NERPS is. Keeps showing up there. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else from Cherry Bomb, was there? Mission items, objectives. Take the cab to Pike Place, find question Coyote. Okay, so I guess there's not much. Alright. Let us go. Pike Place Market. You catch a cab from Touristville to Pike Place Market in a mercifully quiet ride that takes you from probably going to be mugged to probably going to pay too much for your drinks. Compared to the urban wasteland of the Barrens, the downtown area is filled with modern buildings, lighted streets, and unbarred shops, all living beneath the shadows of massive corporate arcologies. For many, these arcologies are home. For others, they're hulking monuments to where the world went wrong. Famous for its fishmongers, Pike Place Market has been around since the early 1900s, overlooking the bay. Now it's a market for all things, legal and illegal. A melting pot of the haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the sights, sounds, and smells of the market hit you from the moment you step out of the cab. Okay. Alrighty then. Who we got here? Patrick? Patrick is staying out in front of the Universal Brotherhood. Oh boy. It's gonna proselytize to me. Look at this. Everybody with their umbrellas up, and I don't have an umbrella. It's just raining and we don't care. We're street ninjas, we don't care. A handsome young man turns away from the crowd and fixes you with his full, completely undivided attention. Ma'am, you are a beautiful human, but you could be so much more. What are you selling? I am not selling anything. We are giving away the secrets to a more fulfilling, happy, and productive life. Okay, I'll bite. What are the secrets to a more fulfilling, happy, and productive life? The first step is to simply come and listen. Tomorrow night, Lynn Telestrian will be speaking about the importance of family in the sixth world. Please join us tomorrow, and the secrets to a better life shall be revealed to you. He smiles and turns back to the crowd. Great. Refurbished flowers for sale? The best Mother's Day gift. Refurbished flowers. Synth juice for sale. And a traffic light that is stuck at red. Though for some reason, the red light is the bottom light. Oh, here's Paco. The kid in front of you sports the trademark yellow of the Cutters gang. Young, clean-shaven, he stands like he owns the street and everyone on it. He seems distracted, though, glancing around with increasing agitation. He looks over as you approach. Watch yourself. What do you want? Are you Paco? Yeah, might be. Who the hell are you? Mem, I'm looking for Coyote. I need to ask her some questions. Wait, Relax, we're on the same team. I'm Mem. I was just at the union. Your girlfriend's gone missing, and I'm helping to find her. The tough guy's swagger seems to drain out of Paco. The cutter is gone. Before you stands a kid in a yellow jacket that doesn't quite fit. Coyote's missing? Oh, man. That would explain. She was supposed to meet me here over an hour ago. Look, sorry for getting in your face like that. What else do you know? If she's missing, I need to find her. Ever heard of a place called Maury's Meat Market? Coyote had a receipt for some zebra meat from there. What, you've been rummaging through her stuff? Yeah, that shop's just down the block, but what the hell would she need zebra meat for? Though, beats me. Do you know a fixer named Mr. Delilah? Coyote had a meeting with him a few days ago. I know him, sure. Blake doesn't allow any cutters to take side gigs, though, so I ain't got no reason to deal with him. Coyote hasn't said anything about taking new work. Wait a minute. Drick! I know where she went. Damn, why couldn't she wait? Damn it. Go, slow down. Where'd she go? The Royale Apartments. The landlord, Stevie J, runs a drug ring out of that hellhole. Coyote grew up there. Doesn't like to talk about it much. She's been looking for a way to settle the score with that guy for years. A few days back, I heard Mr. Delilah was looking for runners to steal some sort of item out from under Stevie J's nose. She must have taken a job. I'm sure of it. His thugs caught her. There's a grim determination in Paco's eyes. I'm going over there. You coming? I'm in. Don't worry. We'll get her back. Damn right we will. So we're teaming up with Paco here. Look for Coyote in the Royale Apartments. Let's do a little quick save. Because we're bound to get jump. I got a dog on a stick here. Oh boy. Yeah, we're going to get jumped. Definitely. There's Manny. The small meat stand presents an enormous diversity of dead animals, from cow and canine to the exotic and paranormal. The pictures on the back of the stand feature a much older version of the man in front of you. As soon as he notices Paco, the proprietor's eyes become hard and angry. What do you want? You know we can't afford more. Relax, man. My friend just has questions. You must be Maury. Do I look like a fat old man to you? I'm Manny. Maury's my dad. Now what do you want? What would someone want to buy zebra meat for? Some people eat it, but I wouldn't recommend that. Tough as nails. We mostly sell it to corp security teams who use it to reward their hellhounds. The flamers go crazy for the stuff for some reason. Oh, Drick! That's why Coyote wanted zebra meat. Everyone talks about the pet hellhounds Stevie J keeps locked up somewhere in the Royale. And if she never picked it up... Whatever. Anything else? Jesus Christ. I have this receipt for an order of zebra meat. Still have it for me? I'll look it up. Yeah, I got it right here. 2 days past the pickup time. Didn't think anyone was going to come for it. Here, it's all yours now. Great, I'm carrying zebra meat around with me. Do you know someone named Coyote? Nope. I don't go much in for that shaman stuff. Alright, well, I'll be leaving now. Well, we got some zebra meat, I guess, to shoo off the hellhounds that we'll probably have to meet. Oh, and the cops are here. Well, this is not good. And there's a dead body. As your eyes adjust to the flashing lights, you spot the body of a woman, dead on the pavement behind the police line. Panic spreads across Paco's face. Oh no, is that Coyote? This isn't happening. God damn it. Paco, breathe. Now take a closer look. Is that her? Paco steps forward and breathes a huge sigh of relief. No, it's not her. Thank God. Look, let's not hang out here too long, all right? Too many Lone Star pigs around. Paco looks over at the victim again. It's too bad. Whatever happened here, I'm not going to let anything like this happen to Coyote. All right. Well, we're going to go talk to Officer Landers anyway, whether Paco wants to or not. A tall, emotionless Lone Star officer blocks entry to the crime scene. Behind her, you spot the lively face of the organ grinder's coroner, Dresden. This is an active Lone Star investigation. Please step away from the barrier. Oh, I got an etiquette choice. Detective Mem, Auburn Precinct. We have reason to believe the victim may have been involved in an illegal BTL smuggling ring we're investigating. I'd like to examine her belongings for evidence. Badge and SIN, please. Well, it's all right, officer. She's with me. Dresden steps up to the barrier with a warm grin. The officer looks at you with poorly concealed skepticism. Okay, then. Make it quick. Dresden helped us in. Lying on the pavement is the body of a young human female. Her eyes have been gouged cleanly out, and you notice a string of bite marks along her left arm. Oh, fun. Not only did he take her eyes, he nibbled on her arm a little bit. I guess he thought he got a chicken on his leash here. Got an elf over there to talk to. Let's talk to Dresden. So, what brings you out here? Out on the trail of the dead man's killer? Coincidence, believe it or not. I take it I stumbled across another Ripper murder? Yeah, that's what it looks like. As you can see, the Ripper went for the eyes this time. Pretty clean work. I gotta hand it to him. A Ripper knows what he's doing. Or she, I suppose. What do you know about the victim? Well, not much. Dresden scratches his head absent-mindedly, probably breaking some sort of sanitation protocol. She's been dead for about 3 hours. Her name was Lucy Warden. Worked at the stuffer shack just around the corner. Looks like she was leaving work when it happened. Any sign of magic use here? There was evidence of an unusual explosion in the alley where Sam died. Well, there's an interesting thought. No, nothing obvious, though. I'm sure when McCluskey shows up, he'll call in full magical forensics team, though, just to be sure. So the Ripper takes Sam Watt's liver and this woman's eyes. Any theories? Trophies of some sort, I suppose. Probably of some symbolic significance to the killer. Beyond that, I couldn't speculate. What about the bite marks on her arm? Ah, completely unrelated. It appears some wild dogs dragged the body out here from the alley, sometime after her death. Yeah, got it. Can you tell if she was subdued in some way before her eyes were removed? That's the strange thing. There don't seem to be any signs of a struggle. Not a single bruise on the body. Yet she was clearly alive when the eyes were taken. Died of blood loss shortly thereafter. As to what knocked her out, I won't know until I could run some tests back at the lab. Alright, well that's enough questions. Thanks, Dresden. Hey, I figure if I help you out, there's a better chance to get this scumbag off the streets a little sooner. McCluskey wants the Ripper in a cell, sure, but he couldn't care less if it takes another dozen murders. Good luck out there, eh? Dresden starts to turn back to the body, then stops. Speaking of McCluskey, you should probably get going soon before he shows up. Oh, no, this is a different officer. Okay. How about this elf? The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. His meticulously clean lab coat, format jacket, and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. He notices you approach and locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Hello there, stranger. Might I inquire, do you know which organ grinder's facility this body will be removed to? Who's asking? The elf giggles, a strange, high-pitched warble you would not expect to emerge from his misshapen face. Oh, no one of consequence. Never mind that, though. A good evening to you and your friend, the coroner. Guess the guy's into crime scene porn? I mean, he's an elf. Officer Aguirre? I'm going to say Aguirre, but I have a feeling it's Aguirre or something like that. The plainclothes Lone Star officer before you sports a tacky hat and a crooked grin to match. So you're the one who's working for the dead man, eh?
McCluskey warned us you might be sniffing around after the Ripper. Lucky for you, I got here before McCluskey. I'm Officer Aguirre. Pleased to meet you. Now, seeing as this crime scene is going nowhere fast, what can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the murder that took place here?
Not much, really. We know it was about 3 hours ago, and we know that her eyes have been surgically removed. Didn't need Dresden to figure that much out. He's been looking at the body, though, so we might have more. Me, I've been scanning the rest of the scene looking for witnesses, but no luck so far. Damn Ripper might as well be a ghost.
Do you have any leads on the Ripper that I should know about?
Ah, plenty, if you ask McCluskey. The truth is, we're as clueless as you probably are.
I take it you and McCluskey don't exactly see eye to eye?
Let's just say McCluskey and I have conflicting interests.
Well, thanks for your time, officer.
Hey, hold on a minute there. You haven't put a donation for the Lonely Orphans Fund.
He wants a bribe, huh?
Yeah, see, you make a contribution to the fund, I put you on the list, and then you know next time we find any orphans that you might be interested in.
Well, I'm always interested in finding out about any new orphans you discover.
Excellent. Shall we say 300 new yen? Man, that's a freaking whole bunch.
But I got the money, so let's just give him the 300. His face splits into a wide grin.
Excellent. I'll start an account for you. We get any useful new leads on the Ripper, I'll give you a call. Now, I better get back to work before McCluskey shows up. See you around.
Freaking dirty, dirty take. I still got karma for it, though. Dresden looks up, a grin spreads across his face.
Need something else? Any fascinating new leads?
Did you notice a particularly ugly elf standing over there in the crowd earlier?
Huh? Where?
Dresden scans the spectators surrounding the crime scene. He's gone now, but he was asking about the body, wondering which organ grinder's facility it'll be taken to.
Interesting. Well, there's those who might be interested in purchasing some of her parts, sure, but that's pretty poor form to inquire at the site of a murder. An ugly elf, eh? I'll keep an eye out. Shouldn't be hard to spot if he comes back around.
Sergeant Aguirre over there seems pretty friendly. Can I trust him? He chuckles.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Any opportunity to get in McCluskey's way, he'll take it. A bit sleazy, sure, but I'd take Aguirre over McCluskey any day of the week.
All right, well, that's enough questions. Okay. Where are we at here? Let's do another quick save, as we do. This guy has something to say. Frank. The orc before you wears the standard stuffer shack employee getup. The uniform is well kept and well fitted, but the tears streaming down his large, crooked face do little to improve his appearance. He does not seem to notice your approach. I take it you knew the victim?
Yeah? What's it to you?
I need to ask you some questions. My condolences. Were the two of you close?
Thanks. Sorry, we're just not used to folks being so friendly around here.
The orc wipes some tears away with a dirty napkin.
Yeah, we were pretty close as co-workers go. Blind Lucy and I worked here at the shack for 3 years together. Started on the very same day.
Blind Lucy?
Well, Lucy wasn't completely blind, but she was legally blind. She had to wear those huge glasses and hold things right up to her face. But she got new eyes about a year ago.
Any idea how she scored the new eyes?
No, she wouldn't talk much about it. Just called it her stroke of good luck. I guess that luck ran out.
When was the last time you saw Lucy?
Here at the shack earlier today. I think she was heading to the market to meet a friend. Hell, I was going to join her on my way home, but we got some last-minute customers. He sighs.
Seen anyone strange in the store lately?
I see weird stuff every day. It's a stuffer shack. But no, nothing stranger than usual.
Did Lucy have any enemies?
Well, I'm not sure. I know she had an ugly breakup with her boyfriend after getting those new eyes put in. That guy was pretty upset for some reason and wouldn't leave Lucy be until she filed for a restraining order. It all seemed to die down a while ago, though.
That's all I need to know. Thanks for your help, and I'm sorry for your loss.
Wait, you wouldn't happen to be part of the investigation, would you?
Um, in my own way. Why do you ask?
Well, Lucy had this necklace, an intricate little carving of a dragonfly on it. Wore it every day. Said her mom gave it to her when she left Denver. Anyway, you know how Lone Star is. All of her stuff will be bagged and placed in evidence storage until the seventh world awakens. I just thought. Well, I just thought if you could somehow get that necklace back before Lone Star cleans everything up, I could send it back to her family. I feel like I owe her that much.
I understand. If I can find it at the scene, I'll bring it to you.
Thank you for your help, Fred. You know where to find me.
All right, let's see if we can find said thing here. I mean, we bribed the officer, so I imagine we'll be able to take what we want. We scan the ground near Lucy's body and spot a small wooden object, mostly hidden beneath the dead woman's hair. This must be the necklace Frank was talking about. A thin, broken cord trails off to one side. It must have snapped during the struggle. Ooh, quickness 4. Pretend to drop your PDA, then quickly pocket the necklace while bending down to retrieve it. Awesome. You pick up the necklace. It's an intricately carved piece of wood in the shape of a dragonfly, with small turquoise stones set within its eyes. The wood feels very sturdy for its weight. With genuine wood such a rarity in the sixth world, this piece might be worth quite a bit to the right buyer. All right. There you go, Frank. It's the old stuffer shack. Frank looks up as you approach.
Were you able to find Lucy's necklace?
I got it right here, Frank. You can send this to her family now. Give Frank the necklace. As he takes the necklace from you, you can sense a weight lifting from Frank's shoulders.
I'm glad I could do this much for Lucy, at least. Thank you, friend. I owe you.
Happy to help. Okay. So we got some karma for that, right? We did indeed. So what do I want is the real question here. I guess let's I have 6 karma. Let's bump up rifle. Pistol. And we'll get point and shotgun. And I guess that's about it. We'll bank the other one for now. All right. Save again. And let's go talk to this junkie.
Hey, lady, you have any extra yen? I just need some sucrozone from the shack over there.
Sure, here's a $5.
Thanks, chummer.
Losing all my money. Losing all my money to the denizens. Let's go into the Royale.
Come on, lady. Let's go find Coyote.
Wait, hold on a second. Let me make sure. Oh, I did do everything. Okay. Yeah, let's go. The Royale Apartments. You roll up on the most impressive bit of tenement squalor you've seen in a long time. There's few street lamps here, and what light there is flickers with uncertainty. Most of the buildings are damaged and tagged. The smell of old, rotting trash mixed with you don't want to know is overwhelming. It's no wonder people living here turn to BTLs. Anything better than this, the better than life chip is the newest drug on the market. You don't need a good life. You can slot someone else's, live through them, and wreck your brain in the process. The front doors of the Royale apartments aren't even locked. As you step inside, you hear a junkie crying for another hit. It's time to find Coyote and find out what she knows about the night of Sam's murder.
Royale Apartments. What a hole. Can't imagine what it was like for Coyote going up here.
Paco trails off. A hellhole full of junkies. Looks like Stevie J's got their rent money and their drug money.
Coyote's here. We have to hurry. She's good, but, well, these BTL guys pay to stay well informed. They might have known she was coming.
Alright.
Psst. Hey, you.
There's a tweaker over here. The woman scratches herself like a cat at a couch leg.
Please, can you spare some yen?
My cred stick's a little light too, lady. What can you do for me? Do for me in exchange? Yeah, sure, we'll do that.
I got nothing left to give, lady. It all goes to BTL's everything. Please, just a few yen.
Maybe I could cred you for some information. Have you seen a woman come through here today, armed and looking for trouble?
Yes, no. Hell, what do you want me to say? I'll tell you anything, everything, please.
She drops to her knees, pleading. You're too far gone to help me or anyone. Damn. Just laying down the law here. More of them. Sad old man, like a lazy pigeon, he watches you approach.
You're not from around here, are you? I don't want any trouble.
Easy, Gramps. I'm just looking for information. Then I'm gone.
Bad day come around here unexpected. Bit of a commotion upstairs. Stevie's men are twitchy. This pretty young thing came through earlier, snooping around like you two are. I could tell she weren't here for BTLs. Don't know how she got upstairs, but there was a lot more gunfire than there usually is this time of day.
So what happened next?
Couple of Stevie's men came round asking what anyone saw. Kept my mouth shut, I did. Where's Stevie holed up? He's got the whole top floor to himself. Fancies he's the king around here.
Sounds like Coyote's run went sideways on her.
Hey, old man, you know how to get upstairs? You've been right friendly, but I can't get on the wrong side of Stevie J. I'm sure you understand.
I can intimidate him with strength 4. I guess. Yeah, let's just do an intimidation.
Hold on now, that ain't necessary. I can get you into the stairwell, but you better not tell anyone it was me.
There we go. That works for me. The wall is crumbling here. Through a hole, you can see a rickety stairwell leading up, but it seems it can only be accessed through the locked apartment next door. Okay. Okay, so that's the same thing. Just people just sitting in here. I'm guessing this other way is the way where you attract a lot of trouble. Yeah, you know what? Let's not even try. Let's just take the gift that has been given to us.
Once we go upstairs, I'm not leaving until I find Coyote or I'm dead. You get it?
I get it. Let's do this. The penthouse suite. Stevie J's penthouse apartment might have been nice at one point in time. Classic even. But now it's filled with neon tube lighting, broken down furniture, piles of rubbish, and crates containing who knows what. Still, compared to the rest of what you've seen, it's positively palatial. The only thing marring the penthouse's pseudo-luxury is a woman's cry of pain in the distance, followed by laughter. Someone being tortured for another's pleasure. You step deeper into the apartment. Huffing and puffing, you reach the top of the stairs. Looks like Stevie J doesn't use them much, if at all. And right away, we're into battle mode here. Does he not have... He has only a baseball bat? Really?
Oh, we're just getting started.
Okay. These guys are... This is not going to go well for them. Floor is quiet, save for the loud humming of fluorescent lights. It seems like you have the drop on Stevie J and his men. Oh, he's running. So... if I can get him... Let's open that. The room beyond the bars is a stinking jumble of burned flesh and dog flop. An enormous hellhound, its fur streaked with whip marks, growls low. The eyes of a second hellhound burn menacingly in the corner. Let's, I guess I could have snuck by them, huh? Huh. You know what? Let's do something here. 'Cause I just realized I might have been able to sneak by them. Let's try that. Because his back was turned. All right, so let's see what we got. Okay, you have a drop on CJ and his men. Go. Shove the zebra meat through the bars. The hellhounds devour the zebra meat in a few massive bites and they let out a contented growl. Open the door. Go. Alright. Got him. And there's Coyote. Coyote is badly injured, but she's managing to hold it together. You Coyote? No time to talk. Coyote kneels and picks up the fallen guard's shotgun. It's time to finish this. Alright. Alright, Crund. What we got here? Does she only have one bullet? Or is that me? That's me. Okay, AK-97. Yeah, let's do that. So 86%. Can he, I guess he can knife him in the back, kind of, sort of, or, I guess hit him in the back. Alright, now they're alerted. A raspy, manic voice booms over the penthouse PA system. You really think you can come in here and shoot up my place? Do you know who I am? I know who you are. You're the guy I'm going to kill. Uh, 16% chance of a crit. And he's already wounded, so yeah. Stevie J's are right there. Ooh, ow. Right in the face. Just shoot him in the crotch. Accuracy 12%. Let's see something here. Body strength and willpower. I don't know if I really need that right now, but let's shoot him and see what we get. We're not doing too much damage with that baseball bat. goddamn. You're right. You're standing right there. 71%. Oh, I guess because that this other guy here, spell or whatever. Damn. Damn, damn. All right. Shooting some more, I guess. Oh, come on. You can't miss. You're out of ammo, huh? Oh, he's a freaking healing bastard. What do we got here? I could toss a grenade over here and see if it helps a little bit. Not really. That guy's down then, right? Let's get over here. I don't know how you're only 77%. You're like literally standing right there. This guy, this bastard's healing people. Do not like. Oh, come on. You can't miss him. Are you? You're really hurting. Alright, can I somehow... heal her? I gotta run over to heal her? That's fine, I guess. Go. It's 2 down. Haha! Gotcha. But no, I can't. With a bloody gurgle, Stevie J is no more. About time you got here, Paco. Who's your friend? Just another professional. I need to ask you some questions. Paco glares. Not now. Coyote, we need to get you back to the Union. Miss Komodo has that bed lab in the basement. No. Coyote speaks through gritted teeth. No, I need to finish the other thing I came here for. I need to find something for Mr. Delilah first. A stash of gems. Delilah? I thought you said you'd never do another deal with that man.
Look, Paco, I needed an excuse to come back here and settle some debts. Figured I might as well get paid for it.
Her voice is strong still, but her body is beginning to shake. Paco, help her back to the Union. I'll find those gems for you and then meet you there. Coyote looks as though she's about to argue, but says nothing.
Come on, Coyote, let's go.
Alright. What do we got here? The late Stevie J's passcodes. Alright. Man, even their kitchen is messed up. Oh, freaking hellhound. Great. Just freaking great. Alright, well we got... Let's use our shoddy since it's short range and it's right here on top of me. Oof, took 1 AP off of me. That's not great, because I need that to reload. Damn it. That was just a battle of attrition at that point. You find a small velvet bag filled with precious gems. Oh, the dog was blocking the gems, eh? I thought I was going to have to go... I guess this is to go down? Okay. Well, let's have a look around. While we're here. Some loose new yen is lying on the crate. I'll take it. Just old junk. Find a money clip full of new yen and a med kit. Nice. Nothing else to be seen, it doesn't look like. Alright, Outlaw, have a good night. Yeah, I'm gonna be cutting and running in a few minutes here myself. It's getting a little late. Alright. Head back to Seamstress's Union. Yep. Will do. Return to the Union. Despite Coyote's clear desire to stand on her own 2 feet, Paco needs to help her through the door into the Seamstress's Union. Heads raise, and the front room of the bar falls strangely silent. Paco stands by her side now, not speaking, his dark eyes flat with fury. Coyote presses a rag to her clawed-up face. She winces but manages to keep control as she breathes in slow, deep breaths to manage the pain. Taking a closer look, you see her arm isn't much more than shreds of meat and broken bone held together by tendons and burned skin. It'll be a miracle if she still has it by the end of the night. Mrs. Kubota is tending bar herself when Paco carries the mangled and bleeding Coyote into the Union. As soon as the boss lady lays eyes on her missing bartender, the place gets quiet, fast. By the time she rounds the bar to meet you, Coyote is the color of wet spackle, and there's something new in her eye. Fear. This woman is face down hellhounds, but the sight of Mrs. Kuboto has her staring at the floor and mumbling. Woman, how dare you miss 2 shifts and then come back and bleed on my floor? I'm sorry, Miss Kubota. I had a run that went bad. So, Ka, I can see that your arm is a mess. Was this your crusade again? Do not answer. It will only upset me further. You caused me to worry about you, Coyote, and that distracted me from my business. Hi, Miss Kubota. My apologies again. Cherry, take her downstairs to Dr. Castle. Yes, ma'am.
And tell Castle to put something new and shiny where that arm used to be. Mrs. Kubota, I can't afford a cyber arm. I'm aware of your financial situation. When you are healed, we will discuss the concept of Giri, the debt of honor. Now go, bleed elsewhere. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Her anger at Coyote's rashness slowly washes from her eyes and is replaced by tears. She sniffs, wipes them away, and inclines her head to you.
Domo arigato, ma'am. That girl is precious to me. It is not often that we see acts like these in the Barrens. You have performed a great service for my little family, and I welcome you into my home. Consider it yours while your work keeps you here. But we both know that words are mere air. Beyond my thanks, I offer you this remuneration. Please take it as a show of respect.
I am honored, Mrs. Kubota. Thank you.
You are most welcome, and I offer more than simple lodging. You'll find that there is more to the Union than meets the eye. Below us is a small facility available exclusively for discriminating independent operatives like yourself. In it you will find vendors selling the best gear the black market has to offer, a fully equipped cyberdock, and a secure place to rest when the direct hits the fan, as they say.
My, you're quite the entrepreneur.
Indeed. Normally I require a percentage of the runner's income for the use of this facility, but as I said, you are family now. Consider it on the house. Gain entrance, play GAFFC on the piano.
All right. Where is the the piano's up here. I got it. The piano looks like it's been here since the Union was built, but doesn't look like anyone has played it in earnest for almost as long. Play chopsticks. Inspect the piano. The piano seems normal until you notice that it's very rigid. Upon further investigation, it's because the piano is bolted to the wall. A close look at the floor reveals skid marks indicating the piano slides to the left. All right, play JFFC. As you slowly peck the notes out on the keyboard, they spark a faint memory of wonder. Immediately forgotten as the entire piano slides to the left, revealing a hidden staircase. You descend into the stairs into the Union safe house. The entrepreneurial Miss Kubota has combined everything a runner might need into a one-stop shopping experience. Black market equipment, high-end magical talismans, and a fully stocked cyber surgery shop. Oh, I see. This is just accesses my stash. Got it. Okay. Dr. Sarah Castle. What do we got here? Azurnon? Eric Mersman? T.B. Gruberman. This song now sounds familiar. I wonder if this was an OC remix I've heard before. 'Cause it kind of sounds like it. OC remix is what I play when the stream starts up and when the stream ends. I feel like this is one that I've heard from there. Eric Mersman. Change your clothes, change your life, right? Not only will you look better, not that you look bad now or anything, but each one will help to keep you on the right side of the ground. Take a look. Okay, so I can still buy Alley Punk if I want it, but everything else is about the same. Okay. TB Gruberman. Theodore Buster Gruberman is a well-groomed orc, dressed with a precision that suggests the straight lines of a military officer's uniform. His hair is cropped short, high, and tight, as they say, and the neatness this presents is only compromised by the uneven tusks protruding from his mouth. The only other defect in this picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obvious enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suit. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful, and he talks almost exclusively in numbers, calibers, rounds, or calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arc of fire, razoring factor, tensile strength, and, of course, price. Bunker Buster Gooberman at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant, sir, and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help you? Let's take a look at what you got. A pistol, an Uzi, a Beretta, another shotty. That's actually less damage, but more. I don't know what Kappas is. I guess it fits four rounds maybe. And 6 AoE. Okay. Yeah, Cap must be how many rounds it has. So that's 4 rounds as opposed to the 2 that I've got in this one. Frag grenades, smoke grenades, med kits. Okay, all the normal stuff. David Fry II. Every inch of the tech alcove is covered in a chaotic patchwork quilt of circuit boards, chips, wires, displays, and a million other things that you can't identify. In the eye of this techno-bits storm stands a dwarf, immaculately dressed and supremely calm. I know that look. Don't let the size of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware or software that exists. If it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. Any questions I can answer? Anything gear you need? Or anything gear you need? That's an interesting way of writing it. What do you have for sale? Renraku Craftwork. Dayjack Decking 3 I need. For that. Suppression, Blaster, Erosion, Slow. Okay. Alright. Good to know. Oh, I'm being rude. Let me also introduce you to our resident decker and my good friend, Johnny Clean. While in the same overalls that you saw him in upstairs, down here, leaning over a workbench crammed with circuit boards, cables, and chips, Johnny Clean seems a totally different person. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and as invisible as the most infamous deckers today. Good to see you down here. Happy to be of help if I can be. Why are you dressed as a janitor? Did I stand out upstairs? No, janitors never do. When I was younger, I had a rep for getting in and out of systems so cleanly that no one knew I was there. Half the Matrix runs that earned. Me and my rep were made possible because I was able to get inside the facility posing as a janitor. Now it's just sort of part of me. All right. Is it true you were part of the Echo Mirage team? Let me take this one. Listen, I've known this guy for over a decade and he's been smart enough not to tell me. So he sure as hell is not going to tell you anything about those days. For your health and his, best to let the subject drop. Alright, well, see you guys around. Just making for some small talk, you know? Algernon. Past the bar, the edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct due to the magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering the far horizons of astral space while his body peddles his otherworldly wares. Good evening, young human, and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I am Algernon, Half-Dream. To ease your way through the sixth world, I offer you the best in magical foci, spells, and fetishes for the conjuring of spirits. Well, let me see what you have. I mean, nothing that I can use, but I'm just kind of curious to see what's in there. Elemental fetish. Slow. Weaken armor. Okay. Dr. Sarah Castle. Make it quick, I need to operate. Thanks for helping me out back there. Tell me about the night Sam Watts died.
Sam's dead? Jeez, lady, you really think this is the time? How did he die? This is going to have to wait. This woman needs surgery now. Okay, folks, I'm going to have to ask you to sit in the waiting area. Watch some trivia or something. This young lady and I have work to do.
Mrs. Kubota never said what kind of cyber arm she'd pay for.
I want something badass. Got one with a laser inside? You'll take what I give you, lady. Now, let's go have a look at your face. Leave it. Excuse me? Coyote? I earned this face by being stupid. I'm going to keep it. End story.
Whatever you say, kid. With one swift move, she slinks a syringe into Coyote's thigh.
Nighty-night.
Well, she's back up and around. Coyote looks both better and worse than we last saw her. All the gaping holes are plugged and she's sporting a shiny new cyber arm. But now that the adrenaline is worn off, it's clear she needs some rest.
Good morning. Thanks to the miracle of modern science combined with Doc Castle's magical healing powers, I'm almost as good as new.
Better, really? Nice arm. Coyote looks genuinely sad.
Look, about Sam.
Yeah?
I can't say I'm surprised he's dead. Sam was on a downward spiral for a long time. What can I tell you?
You served Sam the night he died. What do you remember about that night?
It was a pretty average night. Regular crowd, as I remember. Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage.
Jake Armitage?
Yeah, you know him?
Met him. He's a charmer, too.
She bites her lower lip. I like gingers. Anyway, Jake and Sam were having a few... Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing them back, but good. Eventually he got loud, the way he sometimes did when he mixed drinking and who knows what, and Mrs. Kubota wanted them ejected. Mr. Clue wasn't around, can't remember why, so she asked Jake to do the honors. Jake dragged him out the back into the alley, and that's the last time I saw Sam.
You said he got loud. Do you remember what he was saying?
She thinks. Standard Sam Drek. How he grew up rich and didn't deserve this. How he hated his mother. How he loved his mother. It was pretty pathetic stuff.
Where did Sam live?
On the streets, mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome and get kicked out after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so he could crash in one of the bunks. He used one the night before I saw him last.
Did Sam have any enemies?
She thinks. Enemies? That's hard to say. Sam partied hard, and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his ass kicked on more than one occasion. But no, I don't think he had any enemies, at least none that I'm aware of.
How bad was his drinking?
If it was just drinking, it would have been bad, but Sam wasn't the monogamous type. He dabbled in everything. Booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro, whatever he could get his hands on. It wasn't always like that, but once he got sick, he started using more and more of the stuff to try and forget about it.
Sam was sick?
Dying. Didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. You just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. It had to be the drinking. Then he disappeared for a while, and one day he came back all better. Looked good, even.
Did he say how he got better?
He said his mom helped him out. Never said how, though.
Tell me about Sam. I hear you liked him.
I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did.
Me too.
You were friends?
We ran together.
Got it. Guess it was the same way for me, in a way. We drank together. Sam just had a way of charming you. I guess I knew him the best of everyone here. Sorry he's gone.
Thanks, Coyote.
I need you two to do something for me.
What do you need, babe?
Need you to talk to Mr. Delilah for me about the Royale run. He's usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get the gems. Maybe I could take another run at it when I recover.
I will. Yeah, but I got the gems. I picked up the gems for you.
The bunk is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through the sheets, blankets, and pillow, you find an old photograph that has seen a lot of wear.
Look at the image on the photo.
Pictures of a blonde boy and a girl, both about age 14, sitting on a dock on the edge of a lake. They appear to be twins. The boy has his arm tight around the girl's shoulder and is mugging for the camera.
The girl's planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers. Check the back of the photo. Written in a woman's hand are the words, Sam and Jessica, Lake Sammamish State Park, summer 2040. Pocket the photo. Okay. Is there anything else I can say to her? You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. Want to take a load off and watch with me? Did Sam have a sister? Her brow furrows. Yeah, I think he did. He mentioned her once. It didn't sound like they got along that well. Your comlink chirps, and the screen shows the smiling face of Officer Aguirre. If he's smiling, it must be about money. Officer Aguirre, what a pleasure to hear from you. Yeah, we're buddies. Let's go dancing soon. Listen, the Ripper got another one. The victim worked at the NTSB investigation facility down on the docks. You owe me for this. Put it on my tab. You there now? Better get here quick before McCluskey arrives. The image on your PDA dissolves as the call ends. Another Ripper murder? Where? The docks. I've got to go. Okay, listen, I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before. Something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm torn off, and Sam was my friend. You head to the docks and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister, Jessica. She might be able to help us. Thanks, I appreciate the help. Alright. We still have to do that other thing where we deliver the stones to Mr. Delilah. Yeah, we gotta do that too. We have 13 karma here. Alright. Let's do strength. And quickness. And let's get a little more shoddy. And then we're just down to 1 karma. Okay. That sounds good. Alright, let's do a good old save here. Yes, I'm going to overwrite that save. Good. All right. We're going to have to stop there, though, for tonight, my friends. But thank you so much, everyone, for watching. We'll be back to this tomorrow night. And we'll get some more Shadowrun returns into our blood here. Yeah, I'm enjoying it again. I really don't. It's funny because it's been a couple of years since I played the game, and I remember some of the set pieces, but I don't remember anything else about the story. So it's like I played it brand new again. So that's good. So yeah, like I said, we'll continue with this tomorrow night, and then Friday night we'll be back to doing some coding, as well as Saturday afternoon, and then. Most likely, if I'm up to it Saturday night, we'll do probably some more No Man's Sky expeditions. We'll definitely do a No Man's Sky expedition run on Sunday, so we'll have that going. I finished Expedition 3 off camera because there wasn't much left of it, so we'll start up Expedition 4 from the beginning and take it from there, and then. Yeah, next week the schedule's probably going to be a little bit different because I think, I don't have my notes up right now, but I think there's something coming out next week that I wanted to take a look at. There's also something came out, there was a playtest that came out today for a game called The Lift. So I might actually, now that I think about it, I might actually play that Saturday night, maybe, if the playtest is still going on. I think it will be, because I'm kind of interested to see what that's all about. Because it's an interesting, it's a repairman simulator, but you're repairing a facility with kind of supernatural stuff going on. So I was intrigued by it. It's published by Tiny Build. Tiny Build is usually pretty good when about stuff that they publish. So I'm kind of curious to see what it's like. I am in the playtest for it, so I can we can take a look at it. It's from what I understand a public playtest, so I should be able to hopefully stream it without any problems. So yeah, so we'll probably look at that maybe Saturday, and we'll still do some coding tomorrow night or Friday night. It's Wednesday right now, right? Yeah. So tomorrow night is more of this. I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, friends, if you happen to run across this on the YouTubes, and you have a like and or a subscribe that you can maybe toss my way, that would be really swell and awesome, and it helps out tremendously, and I appreciate it greatly. Otherwise, my friends, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you. And I hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.
Who are you, and how did you get in here?
I'm the locksmith. And I'm the locksmith.